Hey, what's up everybody? Cardone here. We're going to have an unboxing of one of my favorite games in the world, Shadows of Brimstone. And this one is City of the Ancients. This is one of the two core sets that came out a few years ago. And we're going to open it up and I'm going to give you a quick review. First, I just want you to know this is the first one that I bought, which was Swamps of Death. And then I bought the expansion Frontier Town, so I know the game pretty well, and yeah, I've been playing it for almost 2 years now, I believe, and one campaign, and my characters, they haven't died yet. So I'm going to unbox this, and while I'm unboxing it, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the game. People ask all the time, what's your favorite game that you play? I used to be a crazy Warhammer fanatic, and not so much anymore. I've started doing some other gaming with smaller independent groups, and Flying Frog Productions is definitely one of my favorite. And this game, I'm going to be honest with you, the first time I played it, didn't like it. I mean, I liked it, but it wasn't like mind-blowing. The second time I played it, I was hooked. Once I got those rules down and it was flowing, the theme of the game just took me away, and I've been playing it ever since. So I'm going to open it up right now. I've been wanting to open this up for a long time. So I'm going to carefully use a knife to cut the plastic. There we go. And here we go. Now, they're artists. I don't know who's doing their art now, but they've got some badass art, as you can see on the cover. So a little bit about the fluff of the game. So it's cowboys and Indians. Yes, it is. It's cowboys and Indians with a little bit of unspeakable horror mixed. Actually, a lot of unspeakable horror. So the story is, there's this town called Brimstone, and people started finding this black rock, and eventually they were collecting this black rock because it kind of had weird properties, and they piled it up, and it blew up and made a warp in the void, and it opened gates, and all hell broke loose, and monsters started showing up. So basically, it's a dungeon crawl adventure where you go in the mines, you're getting this dark stone, and you're fighting monsters. Cthulhu-ish monsters. And it's cowboys and Indians. How great is this? It's definitely dungeon crawl style, and there's map tiles, and I can't wait to see these new ones. Here we go. Let me just open this up. Look at this art. Totally cool. Alright, here we go. I'm wanting to see this since I got this. Alright, so first thing is a big stack of minis. It's styrene plastic. Yes, you have to build these. This is definitely a little bit of a hobby game. You have to build them, and please, God, paint them. I mean, I don't play games unless they're painted. That's my own personal rule. I won't even field it on the table unless it's painted. And here's all the gang dudes that I got from expansions. This is a tray of the Swamps minis. And then here's the big baddie from the Swamps. And I can't wait to see the big baddie from this set, because all of the main sets come with one giant monster. So we'll open this in a second. It looks like it's really good. So these minis for styrene, as quality goes, they're high. It's not Games Workshop high, I'm going to be honest. The detail's not as fine, but you know what? It's okay. They're still really nice minis. They paint up well. Bases. And now, if you look inside, it's all organized. Now, this is not one of those games that once you put everything together, it fits back in the box. I kind of like games that do that. Here we go. Cards. Encounters. And here's the 8-sided dice and the peril dice. You roll this dice when you're going to see how many bad guys show up sometimes. More cards, gear cards, dice. I'm very familiar with these components because... And more cards. Because I've played this game for almost 2 years. This is the second starter set. They made 2 different starter sets. So you could pick either or, and you can mix the two. So you can mix up the bad guys, and when you draw to see him... Oh! The game, you can play it solo. It actually works as a solo game. Yeah, you can play one person, and it's still pretty damn fun. Catalog for 2015. Alright, here we go. This is the adventure book. This is what I've been waiting to see, of how different it is. It looks pretty damn different. The adventures are different. The monsters are completely different. So each box set that they put out is a different world. So you start off in Brimstone in the mines, and you go in, and finally you eventually find these warp gates that blast you into different worlds. And this one is this ancient city in another realm, and the other one's the swamps of Jargano, which is another realm too. You can mix the two kits, and when you get to a warp gate, oh, we get to go here. You don't know where it's going to go. So the more of these expansions that you have, it just makes the game world really big and random. You don't know where you're going to end up. Here's the rule book. Now, each of the core sets has different heroes. The classes are different. So, for instance, this one has one of the character classes I've been wanting to play. So we've got the gunslinger character, the female and the male. We've got the U.S. Marshal. There's the, let me try to get the glare off. There's the male and the female. This is a law character. Oh, this is so cool. How about how about a piano player and the sexy saloon girl? How cool is that? Oh, now this is the one I've been wanting to play. We've got the bandito and the bandita. I love this. This is like straight out of Three Amigos. And then we got our monster cards. And this is great because you just keep your monster cards stacked. And every time an encounter happens, you draw a random monster card. And right now, I've got the first core set. And I've got all these bad guys. They're called enemy packs. You just buy them and mix them in. So now when you get a bad guy, it's really crazy. It's all over the place. All right, here we go. Here's the big baddie. We'll go with him last. All right, so, okay. The tentacles, which is in both sets. This is a common monster that we fight. This is Targa Pylons. I don't know what this is. I'm guessing they don't move, but they cause damage. Yeah, they shoot things, it says. Yikes. Void spiders. Yeah, initiative 7. These things are fast. Stranglers. These are pretty scary. Oh, this is the ones I can't wait to paint. Night terrors. They look like Bigfooty kind of things. But these ones are blue. Interesting. And then look at this. The Goliath. Here's the big baddie. This miniature will be about this big. So now I have a lot of new monsters to fight. And let me see. Oh my god, the Goliath's got a health of 36. Yikes. Not good. Now we go here. We've got the cards. Now these, I probably won't need to use these because I've got them from the other set. This is the town. Madness chart. Frontier. Yeah. I won't even need these. These will get put away. The thing that makes Flying Frog special, yes. This is a soundtrack. Yes. I wonder if this is different than the other one. Let's look. So, their games are theme heavy, and yes, they come with music. So, when you're playing the game, you can play the music. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I know a lot of players think it's stupid, and they will never do that. But you know what? I totally do. I play them all the time. Oh, yeah, it's the same. Same thing. I actually like the music. It's kind of cool. It sets the tone. It's creepy cowboy music. Alright, let me put this back. This is the swamps. And the CD, again, I don't need to open this because I already have one. Now, this is where you lift this up and you get something I really want to see. Oh my goodness. So you lift this up and lo and behold, in the bottom is all the heavy cards. These are the floor tiles that will make up your dungeons. And yeah, I'm going to open these. I definitely want these. These are new floor tiles. So here's how the game works as I open these. So you start off in a town, and you go on a mission in a mine shaft. And there's different objectives. And basically, you fight monsters, collect items and gold, and then when you're done, you go back to town. But here's the cool part. The campaign mode, when you go to the town, is really good. It's like its own game. You go to the town, and you get to go to different stores. There's events that happen. There are bad guys that might show up. All sorts of crazy things happen. So what do? They go, you know what? We're going to make that town experience even better by making the Frontier Town expansion. This now, when it's time to go back to your little town, there's like a million different towns you can visit. And they're all different, and they all have different properties and different experiences. So, and there's complete adventures that don't even go to the dungeon. They stay in the town. So you can be like, yeah, we're not going to go in the mines today. We're going to hang out in Frontier Town and go crazy there. You can rob banks. You can, are you ready? Gamble. You can go gambling. And it's fun. It really is fun. You really gamble, risk losing money. You can become wanted. You can be a lawman and help the cops. You can rob banks, get arrested, and get hung. And your friends have to come save you. It all happens, and you don't need a dungeon master. It just goes. I'm telling you, this game's really fun. So, look at this. These are the tiles. The quality's really good. Oh, wow. These are actually very different than the other ones. They're not even sort of the same. I thought there was going to be some duplicates here. And hell no. Look at these. This is the city. And the mine ones are different too, which is what I'm excited for. Oh, wow. Now, I have to figure out how I'm going to keep track of these. Oh, my God. Look at these dungeon tiles. These are crazy. All right, these I won't need to break open. These are the wounds and the sanities. I'm going to put these right back in here. This is... Yes, corruption. We don't need these. I will need this piece, though. All right, now these are the dungeon tiles. They're the same, but these are not the same. Okay. Let me put these here. These are the same as the other set. And the backs definitely are not the same. So they gave them different... These are for the city. Dude, I'm excited. I can't wait to play this. The depth track marker, it's kind of like the time thing. Like when you have a depth track, and as you go deeper in the dungeon, your token moves this way, and as things get crazier, the enemy's token goes this way. And if this enemy token jumps off the other side, game over. You lose. This is amazing. I can't wait to start reading the adventure book because this is the meat of the game. And this has all the new character classes. The gunslinger, the bandito. This is the one I've been wanting to play. They all have their own skills. And so the more you play this, it becomes very personal. Because they get random items. Now, I'm going to say this straight up. The modern dungeon crawl like this is the perfect blend of RPG and board game. Yes, there's a grid. Yes, there's board game elements and cards. But it really has an RPG feel. It completely does. So, this is kind of like, for me, the newest type of game that's come out in the last 10 years. Is this dungeon crawl RPG thing. Where you don't even need a dungeon master. What's it called? Kingdom Death. Which, if you're a gamer, you know what it is. I think that's the deal with that. Now, I kickstarted that, the second edition. So, I'll be reviewing that this summer. Hopefully it ships this summer. Yeah. I've heard Kingdom Death plays like this, but is even more detail. But maybe not. Maybe this is more detail with all the components added. I will say, when you play this game, you really don't know what's going to happen, where it's going to go. I was playing the Swamps game yesterday, 2 days ago. And we got to the last mission in the Swamps. And it was time to fight the epic threat at the end of the game. It's the grand finale. It's the final showdown. It's going to be pure living hell. And the epic threat was the undead gunslinger. This guy it's just one mini, and he had 3 other undead guys with him. He tore us up. I was down to 1 wound. I mean, I hit him with dynamite. The other character finally cast some magic on him. She had a magic book, read it, and we got his wounds down. And then he got shot, and he did get taken out. But it was so cool that I thought it was going to be like the giant monster or something, and it ended up being the undead gunslinger, who's actually stronger than this. Where is he? Do I have him here? I'll show him to you. He looks like Clint Eastwood. This was a special. The lighting in here is not so good. Yeah, he's like Clint Eastwood. Yeah, this little guy could destroy this thing. So, if you like games, and you like RPGs, and you like dungeon crawls, and you like cowboys and westerns, good God, go buy this game.